Wonderful events each year in our city when these balloons come out and the excitement everyone feels, families, kids, everyone who's gathered here, hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers coming out to get the first sneak peek at this year's balloons, and it's a magical atmosphere. I've had the honor of being here the last 4 years. This is a magical atmosphere, the holiday season. And it's wonderful to see so many families enjoying it together. I want to welcome everyone, and I want to say a special thank you to our partners at Macy's. This is the 91st Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. That is an amazing achievement. Looking forward to the big 100th anniversary coming up. So I want to thank everyone who's here, everyone who's worked on this. You know, there's a saying about the Macy's Parade that the planning for the next one starts the day after Thanksgiving. That is literally true, and everyone at Macy's deserves a lot of credit for all the work they put into it, but also all of our city agencies and all of the city employees. I really want to give a shout out to the men and women of the NYPD, the sanitation department, the folks from the mayor's office, everyone who works so hard to make sure this event comes off beautifully, but also the parade itself. A lot of city employees who don't get to be home with their families until all the work is done, and they deserve our praise and our appreciation. Special thank you to Michael Paul Carey, who is the Executive Director for Citywide Events Coordination and Management, plays a key role in putting this event together and so many other important events, and our colleagues in government who have been so supportive, Congressman Jerry Nadler, Assemblyman Dick Gottfried, and Councilmember Dan Garodnick. Thank you all for being here with us. And look, this is an amazing event tonight, tomorrow. This is an example of what makes New York City great. Tonight, hundreds of thousands of people be here. Tomorrow, millions. And yet, these events come off flawlessly each year because so much good work is done to plan them and then to bring them together. And I gotta tell you, this parade, it not only has a very special place in the hearts of New Yorkers, for all Americans, this is synonymous with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving means turkey, it means cranberry sauce, and it means the Macy's Parade. And people think of it all over the country. They look forward to watching it, even if they're far away, they feel like they're a part of it. And I've spoken to so many people where they say one day, after watching it for years and years on TV, they finally got to be here and what it meant to them. This is an iconic part of life in New York City, and we're so proud of it. Now, I gotta tell you, people understand that this is an event that takes a lot of work. It is an example of something that makes New York City great. It's not only the hard work, but the fact that people work together from every walk of life, every background. It is an example of why New York City means so much to people, why we're a beacon to the world, because you're going to see tonight, you're going to see tomorrow, people of every background, every faith, every nationality in harmony, giving thanks together for all of our blessings here in this city and here in this country. It is something we take stock of every year, that we all make it work together. And we also recognize that this beautiful event happens because we're safe. And our thanks to the NYPD for keeping us safe. And every year the NYPD has done more to keep this event tonight and the parade itself safer, because we understand we are dealing with a very challenging world. And so the amount of resources and personnel we put in has increased each year to make us safer. The NYPD has the strongest anti-terrorism capacity of any police force in the country, and we're using it tonight and tomorrow to make sure that everyone who's here is kept safe. Let me tell you, you will see a lot of officers. That is something that should make people feel good and confident and calm. And I want to emphasize, it's very important for everyone to understand, there is no credible and specific threat against New York City at this moment. There is no credible and specific threat against the parade. We have lots and lots of precautions in place nonetheless. And look, what's so important, everyone needs to help our police. And tonight, tomorrow, throughout the weekend, I ask people to remember that slogan we've all come to know so well: if you see something, say something. If you see anything out of place, if you see something suspicious, if you see something you don't like, it's going to be very easy to find a police officer. Walk up to the officer, tell them, let the professionals take it from there. But don't hold back. If you have information, please share it with the police. It always helps them do their job well. So, we have a lot to be proud of. We have a lot to celebrate. But we also have to take stock that we're having this event just a few weeks after the horrible terrorist attack we experienced on Halloween. But I want to remind everyone, as painful as that was, as much as we continue to mourn the 8 lives that were lost, we have to remember that attack was an effort to undermine our values and our democracy, and it failed. Because here we are weeks later, everyone's out in force, no one's afraid. Everyone believes in their city and their country and believes in celebrating together. So we're going to have a great celebration, and we're going to remember that it's very important to come out and show how much faith we have in each other. Everyone, it's a time of year to give thanks. It's a time of year to appreciate the people in our lives. It's also a time of year to give back. And anyone who wants to volunteer to help folks who are less fortunate or wants to donate to help people in need, please call 311. It's a good time of year to offer something to help those who are less fortunate. Finally, I wanted to say a few words in Spanish to celebrate the fact, again, this is a city of so many people, so many backgrounds, and whatever language you say it in, it's a time to be thankful. Quiero desearles a todos un día de acción de gracias sano y feliz. Este es un momento para agradecer y mostrar compasión por nuestros vecinos. También queremos que nos ayuden a hacer esta ciudad más justa. Llaman al 311 y pregunten por oportunidades para donar y ser voluntarios. With that, I want to turn to the man who, with the many men and women who serve under him, is making sure this event and tomorrow's parade will be safe and be wonderful for everyone, our Police Commissioner, Jimmy O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a real pleasure to be here on a little chilly night, but as you can see by the great crowds that are here tonight, everybody's really enjoying myself. I think one of the best things about the job I have now is I get to be so close to these balloons. I want to tell you what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the 36,000 cops and the 16,000 civilians that work for the NYPD and the terrific job that they do each and every day. I'm especially thankful for the men and women from the police department that are here tonight, keeping us all safe, and for the men and women that are going to work the parade detail tomorrow. There's going to be thousands of cops there. You'll see K-9 police officers. You'll see people from the Critical Response Command, from the SRG. You'll see the mounted unit. You'll see thousands of uniformed personnel tomorrow keeping us safe. There'll be long gun teams there too. And that's the reality of 2017. So it's important that as we go through tonight and as we go through tomorrow morning, up until the time we see Santa Claus around noon, that everybody pays attention to the parade, but if they see something out there that makes them feel uncomfortable, there'll be plenty of cops around. Talk to a police officer, give us a chance to investigate anything that's making you feel uncomfortable. I'd like to thank Chief Terry Monahan, Chief of Patrol, Chief O'Reilly, the Chief of Manhattan North for tonight, and Chief Billy Morris and his people from Manhattan South for tomorrow. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and it's once again, it's the best job in the world. Thank you very much.
Well, I think we've just got some breaking news. We learned that Commissioner Jimmy O'Neill believes in Santa Claus. So, it's a very important moment to remember. We have a lot more police officers on patrol than we did a few years ago, 2,000 more officers on patrol. And one of the people most responsible for that is finishing her last few weeks as Speaker of the City Council. I want to just thank her for 4 years of exceptional service to the people of the city, and she really particularly should be proud of making sure we had those additional police officers to keep us all safe. Let's thank Speaker Melissa Mark Viverito for her great work. Thank you so much. There you go. You got your cheering section here. Finally, Jeff Gannett. Jeff Gannett's been here before, but not as CEO. And this is his inaugural evening for this event as CEO of Macy's. Jeff, I gotta tell you, you got a lot to be proud of tonight. Let's let the siren go by. Hold on. We know we're in New York City. Jeff, I gotta tell you, first of all, tremendous thanks to all of your employees. We know this is a labor of love for them. And everyone at Macy's should be very proud. Macy's gives back to New York City in so many ways, and the employees of Macy's do this parade and tonight, obviously the fireworks at 4th of July, so many things that help the city. So I really want to thank all the men and women who volunteer their time and do so much. But Macy's also as a company has been tremendously committed to this city. And so now, literally tonight, hundreds of thousands of people enjoying this, millions tomorrow, because Macy's stepped up over 91 years to make this possible. Jeff, you got a lot to be proud of. Let's thank Jeff and everyone at Macy's.
Thank you, Mayor. So thank you, Mayor de Blasio, and on behalf of everybody here at Macy's, we have 140,000 Macy's employees in communities across America, and we're excited to be kicking off the Thanksgiving festivities. We're here this evening to witness the inflation of the balloons that will float through the streets of New York tomorrow, and watching these works of art come to life. Some of them are new and some of them are old favorites. This is one of Macy's and Thanksgiving's best traditions. So, Mr. Mayor, thank you for your leadership and your vision. Macy's and the city have a long history of cooperation and support and celebrate the rich history of our great city. And we're very appreciative of the great partnership with your administration as we work through all of these iconic events. And to Commissioner O'Neill, we see the dedication and hard work of the NYPD every single day in our streets, in our neighborhoods. We're grateful for the presence of your service. Thank you for your leadership. So, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is a very special event for Macy's. Its importance goes beyond a single day in November because it symbolizes our commitment to the communities we work in. As the mayor mentioned, the parade started almost a century ago when a group of Macy's employees came together and they wanted to do something for their friends and family. And that has evolved into something that today you see where we come together in each of our stores in each of our communities to help launch this. So for generations of families, both here in New York and across the country, the parade is the start of the holiday season. And this year, the 91st year, we've got a fantastic lineup for you. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've got planned. So the first thing is we've got 17 giant character balloons, some that you'll see as you walk through, and 28 supporting balloons. There's 26 float, there's 1,100 cheerleaders and dancers, there's more than 1,000 clowns. We have 12 marching bands from all pockets of the nation, representing the best that the nation has to offer. Lots of local fans in those communities cheering us on national television tomorrow. And this year, one of the things I'm most excited about is the singing Christmas tree. This thing is going to be 38 feet tall. We did auditions of all of our Macy's employees. There's 110 of them. We've got sopranos, we've got bass, we've got all the alto section, and they're going to be singing their hearts out to America as this rolls down the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Day Parade. We hope this is the beginning of a tradition for us. And as the mayor mentioned, at the end of all of this comes Santa Claus, the one and only at Herald Square at the end of the parade. All of this is made possible by the 10,000 volunteers. Many of them are Macy's employees, their friends and families, and they truly make this event happen. So tomorrow we're going to have 3.5 million folks lining the streets of New York watching this parade. Generations of families are here watching, as they have every year. They're also going to be joined by 50 million strong watching in the comfort of their homes as America comes together for Thanksgiving. So we hope at Macy's that every balloon, every float, every marching band, every clown, every character in the parade will call to mind the many things that you're thankful for, the many good things that we all share. From town to town, from family to family, as we begin the holiday season, we hope that the parade calls to each of us home for a special moment. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you.
Well, everybody, we have a lot to be thankful for. I just want to say we are all blessed because we're New Yorkers. We're thankful for that. And let's all look out for each other today, tomorrow, over the weekend. Everyone have a great, warm, wonderful Thanksgiving. Good night, everyone.